Hello international friends. Now comes the English translation of our previous video, and today we will work on three texts, 1, 2, 3. This is the second side of the Magliano inscription, the text that you see here. And again, we will go to the mummy of Zagreb. That's a mummy with Etruscan texts on the very material it's wrapped with. And then this inscription from Orvieto, something like a small temple or a tomb, if you like, that has this inscription just above the door. So let's go really quickly through it. Of course, you have to see the previous videos about the first part and study the rules that we have here, and they've been explained adequately in the previous videos. So let's come right into it. The transcription of that is here, and the big epsilon or the alphas that you can see are the omitted letters that are in this, let's say, scripture. This is why probably other ancient Greeks, they saw the scriptures of the Etruscans or the Pelasgians, but they thought them to be non-Greek just because of that. And if you go like that, so it's me lache thanera kaluske, which is mi lache thanera, which is don't lache, draw lots, thanera, from the dead ones, or about the death. Don't draw lots to foresee death. Why? Kalus ke eknia iva avile. Kalus is kalos, in a well manner. Ke eknia is a female name. Ivi is, let's say, the adolescence. So eknia is passing her adolescence in a good manner, which is in a pure manner. She is having her purity protected. Avile, we have seen this word again, and this is another name for a kind of a priest. Mi meni kaki ma archa. Let not remain, meni is a future tense of meno. Kaki is the bad one, like you can imagine a kind of a difficulty or even a disease. Mother, ma, archa. Archa is, of course, the leader, oh, mother leader. Let this curse, let's say, not stay on me. Luri, this is liri with an epsilon, it would be in a more Ionian sense. That's a name. Kaki ethi tu theou to theo, because of the god. That's a dative form that shows a cause. So Liri placed herself, ethi, kaki again, in the curse because of the gods. So it's probably this Liri accepted, let's say it was somebody else's fault, but she accepted to take the consequences. She sacrificed herself in a sense. Nesli mani rivake lesche mi thno kasi. Nesli, we saw, she is the goddess of, let's say, of the sea. Mani, from mania, that's where maniac comes from, the word maniac comes from, is of course the guardian deity of the underworld. Rivake is, oh merciful. Leschi, even in classical Greek is the bed. So, O Nestle and Mani, merciful, let me not die no in my bed. Cassie. That's another name, female name, Cassis. But it can also mean, let's say, the one who is pure, the one who is impeccable. Suris istis evi tiuras. Suris, the Syrian one, and you can see again that epsilon is alternating with who. Eis, and this iota stands for a diphthong, an omicron iota. Eis, his own. Teis, again with omicron iota. His own gods, to his own gods. Evi, he went to his own gods. Thiuras, from theoro, I watch, but we have seen this kind of word again and similar words for, let's say, predicting the future. So, more or less, he went to his own gods for an oracle. Like, we were not, he didn't consider us adequate, so he went to ask for an oracle to his own gods. Muli esli mi lache ilache tin se. Now, Muli is the female mule. You have to see the previous video. It's again this woman. We have explained why she's called the female mule. Esli is another word for esthli, even in classical Greek, which is the aristocrat. The aristocratic mule, so this woman who was from the aristocrat, from an aristocrat family, mi lache, don't draw lots. From what? From the box, let's say, that says ilache tin se, save the one who is next to you. They had a box with lots, and they drew also those kinds of lots concerning if somebody will eventually be forgiven. So, about this female mule, don't draw lots from that box. Luri again. Sti, teve, thivi, huvi, and thuni. Now, liri should stay, should stand, which is should be appointed as a priestess, let's say. Where? Now you need the places. Thivi, the Thebes of Egypt. Huvi, that's a toponym somewhere there. It must be somewhere there. And then Thuni, that's an island. It doesn't exist anymore. It has submerged right off the coast of Alexandria, and it was named also Iraklia back then. It's Thunis. So, Luri sthe sasa avris enagis. Okay, so Luri should stand, sasa sao, or sao if you want, in another form, even in classical Greek, it means I save. The one who was saved, Luri, the one who was saved, should be appointed. Avris is the gentle one. Even we have this even in modern Greek, the root. Enagis, two adjectives to describe this woman. Avris, she's gentle, which means probably impeccable too. And enagis, en and agos. Enagis is the one who is sacred. Now, one might wonder, you have spoken about Egypt. 3 places in Egypt. But we know that the Pelasgians or the Etruscans were somewhere beneath the Danube until Crete, and of course in the west, in Italy. But did they go so far until Egypt? Yes, they did. The mummy of Zagreb is a very interesting and a very extensive Etruscan text. The text is written on the very material, linen material, that the mummy is wrapped in. We will not go through the whole text because you'll see that in the future from us, but we will go through some words and sentences that actually show us that the Etruscans, or the Pelasgians if you like, there were some kind of nation of priests and divinators. And that text reveals quite much about the identity of the mummy, plus some historical elements about it. Let's come into it. Lekin is, you see, Lehin, okay. Fasle is Vasile, king. Hemsinke, Hem is Egypt, or the Egyptian. Sine, ke, you have to get an epsilon here. Sine comes from the verb sinome, which means I loot something, I destroy something, I invade, let's say. Ke is ye, which is certainly. O king, you should certainly loot Egypt. Saknik, Shah, the Shah, like the Shah of Persia, and that was another name for the king that appointed this dead to curse the enemies. We'll see who it was. Shah means, of course, the bright one. Nike, O bright one, win. Έθρεσε την C with an omicron iota here. Theorema, avils, we've seen that word, and then his. So basic, έθρεσε την C theorema, which is theorema is, as we said, from the theoro, I see something, but that's an oracle. So for you, there has been an oracle issued. Kisum, kisomen, kio, the verb, I come or I go. So go where? Pute, which is pithi, you see the alternation of u and ypsilon to Pythia. And they would also consult Pythia in the Oracle of Delphi. And then Repi and Thiki. Repin thick. Repi, he is turning, he is going. And in Thiki, Thiki, even in classical Greek, is the tomb. He is going into the tomb. So now you can know that all this thing described here is the battle of Nabucodonosor against Necho, if I'm pronouncing it correct, in around 605 BC. And he also had hired one of those famous priests and fortune tellers to curse his enemy into defeat. Finally, the text of Orviete, another tomb, and it's It's written like that, of course. Mi velhaes laiseches. But we turned it that way for your convenience. And mi v, there is an epsilon here because you reduplicated. El hais, I'm sorry. Mi v el hais, not to come. El hais, elkos, is the hole or is the wound. So anyone who is bleeding, or if you like, who has a menstrual, her menstruation. Lais Iyese. Lais, that's a female name. Iyesi is the leader. The leader Lais, now parenthesis, she is in here. So nobody bleeding should come there. That was a tomb. There was probably some commemoration, annual commemoration of her with some rituals. And above the door there was this, if you want to see it like that, this order about who should enter and in what situation they should enter. So, this is it. I would like to thank our kind photographer, Themis, and until next time, I wish you all the best.